Hello there, how are you? Me too, huh? I think I slept about 2 hours last night. Oh, really? Right. Yeah. If he forgot to spend it. Right. Are you ready to do a sound check?
One. And this is a sound check from Preston before the Lady Indians take on Minico. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Were you hearing crowd noises before?
All right, take two, take two. This is a sound check from Preston before Preston and Minico. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Very good. We still got time. We're going to go about halfway through the fourth quarter, and we still have 3.5 minutes left in the third. So I'll call you back here in a few minutes. All right. That's it. Thank you. Bye. Sorry, Jim.
This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. As we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pregame show in 5 seconds from Mark. This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. And a very pleasant good evening, everybody. Welcome here to Preston Gym as tonight the Lady Indians will play host to the Lady Spartans from Minico. Preston a winner on their opening night game last Saturday night as they picked up a win. Minico was a loser, unfortunately, as they lost to Highland in their first game of the season. But the two teams get together back here at Preston Gym, and it's been a while since these two teams have seen each other. They have not played now over the last 2.5 seasons, almost 3 years to the day, coming up just after the first of the year. So it's been a while since these two teams have seen each other, but they'll get reacquainted in the first of 2 games that they'll play each other coming up this year. Tonight's game brought to you by Northern Title, a trusted name in the tri-state area. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700. Take a time out. John Slaughter will join me for the pregame show. We'll come back, have some pregame news and notes for you right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
One of the things that makes Northern Title unique is the fact that we serve clients in 3 states, Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. Each state has different rules and regulations, and our experienced staff understands each unique rule, so we can facilitate closings in all 3 states. If you're buying a home in Star Valley and you want to close in Preston, it's no problem. The company logo is Good Deeds Done Daily. We are preparing Good Deeds daily, but it's more than that. We really are trying to serve the community in a good way. Northern Title, Good Deeds Done Daily. Visit us today.
Go Preston!
You understand the importance of maintenance for your car, like a yearly tune-up. So it makes sense to give your body an annual health tune-up too by scheduling a yearly wellness visit at Franklin County Medical Center in Preston. Our physicians help with preventative care and can spot health issues before they become serious. And there's a good chance your health insurance will cover the cost. Why wait? Schedule your family's wellness visits today.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cashback for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
When you think of outdoor adventure, you might think of snow machines, four-wheelers, side-by-sides, motorcycles, or even cutting wood or taking care of the lawn. No matter what your definition of outdoor adventure is, always remember Ultimate Power Sports. We carry brand names like Polaris, Can-Am, Yamaha, Skidoo, Stihl, and Toro. Offering sales and service, your fun really does begin at Ultimate Power Sports. With multiple in-store financing options, we can help you have outdoor adventures right now. Stop in today, Ultimate Power Sports in Logan and Preston.
And welcome back here to Preston Gym and the pregame show. As currently on the floor, the JV game still going on. And the JVs for Preston leading handily at the moment with 3 minutes to play, 41-26. John Slaughter joins me as we dive into our scene set for the night, brought to you by Ultimate Power Sports. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at Ultimate Power Sports on State Street at the north end of the city of Preston. John, you had to be impressed with the first game of the year on Saturday night for the Indians as the ladies picked up the win over Filer.
Yeah, they looked really good as far for the first game out, but we did have some experience on the team, which brought, some confidence in that game. And with Filer, they've got a good program. They had a good job. They've got some tall girls, that did some rebounding. So we did a good job against them. So I thought that was a great job.
Preston was led in scoring by junior forward Taylor Wakely, who had 14 points. Senior Ellie Nelson chipped in with 7. Dottie Keller also added another 6 points off the bench as well. In fact, Keller also proved to be a terror on defense and on the boards for the Lady Indians, and not one of the Lady Wildcats in that game for Filer scored more than 6 points in the game. So let's go back and let's talk about Taylor Wakely for a second. 14 points in that opener on Saturday. That's I honestly, off the top of my head, I don't remember her scoring that many points in a game last year.
It seemed like against Century last year, if I remember, Taylor had a pretty good game then against Century. But, she's a hustler. She gets underneath and she plays hard. And she takes good shots. She does a great job.
And we mentioned that these teams haven't seen each other for quite a while. The last meeting was on January the 28th of 2020. So almost 4 full years ago. The Indians will have won 3 of the last 4 meetings overall against Minico. And tonight is the 29th meeting dating back to 2006. However, the Spartans hold a 15-13 overall advantage against the Lady Indians. So it'd be interesting to see if the Indians can keep this a little 2-game winning streak hopefully going here to start off the season under the new head coach, Ben Huser. Speaking of Coach Huser, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll visit with the coach, get his thoughts about the way that first game went on Saturday night. We'll do all that as we continue right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
In today's world, you need a bank that moves as fast as you move. A bank where personal relationships are still the norm, and where your life, your business, and your needs come first. That's what you'll find at Cache Valley Bank. With locations in southern Idaho and throughout Utah, Cache Valley Bank offers you the personalized service of a hometown bank with the resources and capacities of a large bank. Visit Cache Valley Bank today. Let us help you build the financial network you need. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
KACH.
And welcome back here again to Preston Gym. Minute and 15 seconds left to go in the JV game, and the Lady Indians still leading 41-27. Take another quick timeout. We'll come back. We'll visit with Coach Huser coming up right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
When you're hungry for a delicious burger, roast beef sandwich, and an ice-cold soda, stop at Papa J's Deli in Clifton, Idaho. You'll get an amazing meal at an affordable price, and you'll enjoy great conversation. Papa J's is famous for the best beef jerky, but you'll also find a delicious menu, a friendly staff, great snacks, and good friends at Papa J's Deli. Stop in today to satisfy your hunger. Papa J's, 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
The pregame coaches show is brought to you by Elisa Benson, North Realty, Idaho, and North Realty, Utah. And welcome back to the pregame show. It's our pleasure once again to talk with Ben Huser, the head coach for the Lady Indians, as we get ready for second game of the year against the Minico Lady Spartans coming up here in just a couple of minutes from here at Preston Gym. But you guys had a great debut in that first game last Saturday. That was a nice win.
It was a good win. We got off to a really good defensive start, and offensively in the second half, we really started to pick some things up.
It looked like you said, in the second half, things just started to gel and get a little bit better as they went along and got more minutes under their belts.
Yeah, this team is extremely athletic, and if we can get out into transition by turning a team over like we started to do in the second half, we can be pretty explosive and score points very quickly.
I was impressed by the height, the size of the girls. I mean, I've seen several of them play, obviously, volleyball, and they're very tough along the front line of volleyball, but between Nelson and Taylor and even Dottie Keller, you put those three together on the floor, and you got pretty good size underneath the basket.
We do, and add Macy Knapp to that, too, who had a fantastic game. Our size down low is going to be a significant strength. We just, from the wings and the point guard, we need to make sure we're looking for those posts every time down the floor. We have plays that are designed for inside out, but we have to make sure that we're looking for those big girls underneath, too.
The ability to get out and run a little bit, that also came up and played very big and went on Saturday night.
It is. We put a lot of pressure out front with our guards, and that led to some turnovers and to some transition, girls filling the lane. We did miss a lot of shots, but I think that was kind of first game nerves, and I think once we settle into the season, we'll convert more of those.
So you get Minico here tonight, and Preston hasn't played Minico now for several years, so it's a new look at a new team.
It is. I reached out to a couple coaches from their area to get some game film, and impressed with what I saw last year. They did lose quite a bit last year, but we are going to approach every game as if it's a new test and a tougher test, and we feel like we'll see some pressure tonight from these girls, and we've got to be ready to respond.
Best of luck here in game number 2.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Ben Huser, our guest here on the pregame show. We'll take a time out, back with more right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Make the best deal you can. When it's time to buy or sell commercial or residential real estate, it's important to have Elisa Benson on your team. She is helpful, knowledgeable, honest, friendly, hardworking, and results-oriented. As a graduate of Preston High School, Elisa understands the real estate markets in Idaho and Utah. Call Elisa Benson today, North Realty, Idaho, and North Realty, Utah. Elisa Benson, your proactive, trusted advisor.
100% guarantee is a good thing, and that's what you get when you hire the professionals at Yardmaster Services. We help you get the yard of your dream with custom fertilization for grass, trees, and shrubs, spraying for weeds, and lawn aeration. We also help keep your sprinkler system in top shape with turn-on and turn-off services, including winterization and small repairs. We even eliminate the bugs in the lawn and around the house. Yardmaster, serving commercial and residential customers. Call Yardmaster Services today for a free quote.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
The standout students at Preston High School are brought to you by Canyon Creek Dental. And welcome back. It's another edition of Preston's Outstanding Students as we get a chance today to sit down and talk with Libby Purser, who is a senior here at Preston. And of course, Preston's Outstanding Students are brought to you by Canyon Creek Dental. First of all, Libby, thanks for joining us. Thanks for taking a few minutes to come down and speak with us here this afternoon.
Yep, absolutely.
Talk to me a little bit about how things are going. You're a senior here at Preston, so you've got 3 years under your belt. How's the experience of high school been for you?
I've loved every second of it. I feel like this has been like the best couple of years of my life. But it's kind of hard being a senior because I just don't want to leave. But like I'm excited for what's next.
Nobody really wants to ever grow up, do you? You just want to hang around and have fun at high school, but still going to classes. But while you're in class and you're making the most of your classes, how I always have to ask, because you're an outstanding student, how are grades going?
Grades right now are rough. Took a vacation the first 2 weeks of school, so I'm catching up. But all of my teachers have been amazing in letting me just have a couple of extra days to get everything done. But it's going all right as far as everything that I have been here for. So.
Now, the kids that we've had to have talked to, the students we have talked to in the past or the past couple of weeks have great goals for after graduation. Now, since you're a senior, graduation's coming up sooner than you can think. What are your plans for after graduation with the education you're getting here at Preston High School?
So right now in my senior year, I'm taking a lot of college classes to try and get a year or two done before I go to college. But I want to go to USU and either be a vet or something in forensic science, like a forensic photographer. So.
Those are a little bit different. It's a little bit two different ends of the spectrum. How do you figure out which one you actually want to do?
Well, I'm going to test out the vet thing because I've wanted to be it for a really long time. And then I just recently took forensic science and I really liked it. So we might try a little bit of both and see which one works better.
Yeah. Have you dealt with animals a lot in your life?
Quite a bit, yeah. I live on a little farm. But,
But you're also an athlete. You play a couple of sports here.
Yes, I do. I'm track and wrestling. So.
What do you do in track?
I'm a sprinter and also a long jumper.
Wow, really good. And you do something that to me is still I can't quite wrap my head around, being older as I am and been around sports most of my life. You're part of the girls wrestling team. I still can't grasp that. What is it like doing that?
It's really interesting. Like you get to just work by yourself, but you have this full team that's right behind your back when you're doing it. And it's more like a family. Like we've all grown really, really close to each other, and we're all so different. So it's an interesting kind of group. Like in all of my other sports, I feel like we have some similarities, but wrestling is just this completely different group of people, and you get to know them and what they see life as.
So you're a couple of weeks into your senior year. What's left? What do you want to accomplish now before graduation?
Oh, there's a lot of things. Well, random things. I want to learn the guitar, but as far as school, I just want to get good grades and just make it through this last year.
Set yourself up the best you can for your future.
Absolutely.
Very good. We appreciate it. That's Libby Purser, a senior here at Preston, here our latest guest here on Preston's Outstanding Students. Thanks for coming down and spending a couple of minutes with us. And best of luck throughout the rest of your career here at Preston.
Thank you so much.
That's brought to you by Canyon Creek Dental. We'll take a time out. We'll have more here on the pregame show coming up right after this.
Everyone wants a smile they can be proud of. A healthy smile can make your day brighter. At Canyon Creek Dental, Doctors Justin Carter, Thomas Hull, Heath Bateman, and Corby Dixon see patients of all ages and provide a full line of dental services, including fillings, wellness checks, braces, wisdom teeth, oral surgery, and cosmetic dentistry. Call us today to schedule an appointment in our Preston or Grace office. Canyon Creek Dental. We're here to give you a smile you can be proud of.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
And welcome back to the pregame show as the Lady Indians get ready for Game 2 of the season. The Minico Lady Spartans are here at Preston Gym tonight. The tip-off coming up in just a few minutes, but we have a couple minutes, so let's take a look at some of the other games going on around the area this evening as we get ready to tip off this contest here tonight. Other games tonight include Highland taking on Pocatello. Century goes to Blackfoot. It'll be Soda Springs as they head over to Grace. Thunder Ridge will go to Hillcrest. Madison takes on Idaho Falls. It'll be Sugar Salem on the road as they go to Ryrie. Raft River goes to Rockland. Rigby will be at Bonneville. North Fremont heads to Aberdeen. West Jefferson goes to Lindor. It'll be Wood River on the road as they go to Buell. Canyon Ridge hits the road today as well as they'll go to Valley View. Skyview has a meeting due this evening with Coal Valley Christian. It'll be Jerome taking on Kimberly. Snake River is on the road. They go to Teton. Kendrick will face Troy tonight. Lakeland faces Timberline. Middleton will be at Boise. Capital goes up against Bora. Centennial faces Columbia. Mountain View will be at Meridian. Bishop Kelly hits the road. They head out of the Boise Valley area as they go to Mountain Home tonight. Ridgeview will be at Nampa. Kuna faces Rocky Mountain, and it'll be Gooding at Wendell. That should look at other games going on around the state, as here in Preston tonight, the Preston Lady Indians play host to the Lady Spartans from Minico. Starting lineups and the opening tip for the night's game coming up just around the corner. We invite you to stay with us. We'll meet the Lady Indians when we come back right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
In a world that's full of unknowns, you don't have to worry about whether or not your insurance has got you covered when life throws you a curveball if your coverage is with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston, offering policies from auto to home, farm and ranch to crop insurance, and business to life insurance. The Smith Insurance Agency does it all. No matter what challenges life brings, you're not alone. Make sure you've got the right coverage in the right areas of your life. Schedule a free insurance review today with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Rocky Mountain Power, wattsmarthomes.com. Offering rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. Ready Support Services. We are ready. West Motor Company, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Franklin County Medical Center for the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value with the finest meat and produce in Preston. S&T Electric. It's what we do. Flying S Escrow and Title, land title protectors since 1905. Ultimate Power Sports. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at Ultimate Power Sports in Preston. Elisa Benson of North Realty, Idaho and North Realty, Utah. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Cache Valley Bank, serving Utah and southern Idaho with 21 locations. Yardmaster, keeping lawns healthy throughout the Cache Valley. Puppy Steps Training, northern Utah and southern Idaho's premier board and training facility since 2011. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, your local agents right here in Preston. Canyon Creek Dental, with 2 area locations to serve you. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in downtown Preston where you will be treated like a friend. Papa J's, making world-class jerky locally right here in Clifton. Ralph's Construction, building custom homes throughout the region. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement between Preston Broadcasting, LLC and Preston High School, and is a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without express written permission of Old West Media is strictly prohibited. And once again, welcome back here to Preston Gym as tonight the Lady Indians take the floor against the Lady Spartans from Minico. Preston comes in 1-0. Minico is 0-1, having lost on over the weekend to Highland. Of course, Highland is 6A team, so that was a big step up in class for them to try to win. John Slaughter with us on the broadcast again here tonight. John, the Indians got off to a great start, and they look to extend that today, picking up wins in their first 2 games. And for Coach Ben User, that would make him 2-0 in his first 2 contests.
Well, and he has a very talented team this year. We've always had quite a bit of talent on the Indians teams, but. Tonight, we should be able to make this one if they play their game. They've got to stick to their game. So
Now, for Ben User, this is his second game as coach here at Preston. Remember, he was the head coach last year at Westside. On the opposite side of the floor for the Spartans, head coach is Anna Bateman. She's in her 9th year as the head coach at Minico. Has an overall record so far, including her loss the other night, of 110-89. She also has back-to-back winning seasons coming into tonight's game and has 15 or more wins in a season 5 different times during her tenure at Minico. She knows how to put together a pretty good team.
Well, yeah, and with her experience each year, a coach is just like a player. They get better each year as they can get their personnel to follow what they envision with that team. And she does. She does a great job putting her knowledge and building upon that each year. So her teams get better every year.
Now, as we count our way down toward Thanksgiving coming up next week, Preston has another game this week. They'll go to Burley on Thursday, and then back here a week from tonight as they will host the Highland Rams. That'll be the last game before the Thanksgiving break. So still a couple of games to go for the Lady Indians, and really a couple of tough matchups.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's going to be fun to watch. We'll see with that Minico, Highland, and Preston roundabout, each of them playing each other. It'll give the girls a good chance to see what's going on. Where Minico lost to Highland, we'll see how Highland handles their situation with us, and it'll be a good thing to compare.
Pocatello and Preston both won over the weekend. All 3 schools are in action tonight, as you heard just a few minutes ago, as we went down the other games around the area. So it'll be interesting to see what happens as we work our way into the season, as this Preston team looks to be very competitive. And they're going to have to be tonight. When you look at the Minico team warming up to our left here, John, they're pretty big.
Yeah, they've got some height in there, and that's going to be part of the keys of tonight, is the girls being able to rebound, get position, and rebound.
Well, as long as you mention it, let's talk about it. What are your keys for victory tonight for the Lady Indians?
Well, my number one key for the girls tonight, watching them with their game on Saturday, their defense has got to be on key. The ones in the forecourt have got to be able to box out and keep their height out from underneath the basket so that they can get rebounds. And our front court has got to be able to put pressure on their guards, and as they will, as Coach User said, they will put pressure on them and try to fast break it. They're going to run. The Indians are going to run tonight, so if they're on, and then the third thing is they've got to hit their shots. When they come up to the basket, use the whole basket, use the backboard, take your time, get that shot up. Let them foul you if they want to foul you, but
exactly.
They'll do good.
Tonight's game brought to you by West Motors, with your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and Logan, now part of the Mountain West Auto Group. Taking time out, we'll meet the Indians, have the starting lineups and the opening tip coming up right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
105.5 FM KACH.
I'm Dan Keller, Mayor of Preston, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jay Butters with Alta Bank, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, this is Lyle Fuller with the Fuller & Fuller Law Firm, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Larry Morrison with Evergreen Financial Partners. We are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
105.5 KACH. We're Preston Proud, Idaho Strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
It's time to meet the Preston Lady Indians, brought to you by Webb Funeral Home in Preston.
Ellie Nelson, Senior, Franklin, Idaho.
Ella Marlowe, Senior, Preston, Idaho.
Brightly Harris, Senior, Preston, Idaho.
Adeline Romney, Senior, Preston, Idaho.
Taylor Wakely, Junior, Preston, Idaho. Macy Knapp, Junior, Preston, Idaho.
Riley Knapp, Junior, Cub River, Idaho.
Dottie Keller, Junior, Riverdale, Idaho.
Carissa Whiteley, Junior, Preston, Idaho.
Mackley White, Sophomore, Preston, Idaho.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
All right, starting lineups tonight as they get ready to introduce the starting lineup here for the Preston Indians out onto the floor. And starting is the junior, Taylor Wakely, who led the team in scoring with 14 points the other night. Ella Marlowe, also another senior, will get a start tonight as well. Addie Romney, who came in off the bench on Saturday, will start tonight. She also is a senior. And the third senior in the starting lineup is Brightly Harris. She'll be at the point guard. And Ellie Nelson, really the leader of the team. She'll get a start tonight as well for Preston, as she also is a senior. Tonight's starting lineup for Minico, it'll be the junior Lexi Hitt wearing number 2. Number 5 will be sophomore Ella Bailey. Number 21 is JC Stoddard. She also is a senior. 24 is Caitlin Blazer. She's a senior as well. And number 32, Jacoby May, a senior, will get a start tonight as well for the Lady Spartans. Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. John, and we're ready to tip this baby off.
Yeah, and it should be a good one. Which team ever has the best shooting percentage and best defense should be the winners of tonight's game.
Indians control the tap. They get it back to Harris, driving all the way down the right side, throws it off the glass, won't go down for as the rebound is off, and they get it off to Blazer, who gets it up into the front court. For those listening on KACH, the Indians will go from left to right here in the first half, and that'll be a held ball, and it'll stay with Minico on the alternating possession rule. So good defense right off the jump by the Indians as they force the tie-up. Hit over on the right side as they bring it back out to the top. That's Bailey. Lost it momentarily, had to chase it down. Now they got her trapped in the corner, and she throws it off her teammate's leg and out of bounds.
Yeah, the Indians set a trap there, and she was unable to find her teammate without throwing it off. So
we're scoreless, 36 seconds into the game. As the Lady Indians get it in, down into the corner, it goes to Marlowe. Skip pass comes to Wakely to the baseline. She'll skip it back along the baseline, but there's nobody there, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, it was good defense by Minico that time. They cut off the passing lane, and it went out of bounds. Marlowe couldn't get to it.
The first quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Cache Valley Bank. As Stoddard forces it inside, high off the glass, won't go down. And there is Romney to pull down the rebound. Romney down the left side, lost it, but luckily it goes right to Marlowe. Back out top, back to Harris. She'll pull up for a 3. Needs a bounce, won't get it. The long bounce comes way off, and it's finally controlled by Caitlin Blazer. To Stoddard, now gets it back up in the front court, runs into Taylor Wakely, who now she turns it and goes over on the right side. And as they get it to Bailey, she did a little walk in the pea patch and traveled, trying to bring the ball back here to this side of the court.
Yeah, she turned. She actually pulled up her dribble and then stopped. It could have been a double dribble, but she stopped and then dribbled again. So
still scoreless, a minute and a half into the game. Bailey comes up to knock it away, but knocked it out of bounds instead. So 2:26 to play here in the first. No score on the Flying S Tideland Escrow scoreboard. Wakely, a little bit of backcourt pressure put on here by Minico. She gets it in, now gets it back, drives it up the front court all the way, challenges the basket, can't get the layup to go down. As big contact in the backcourt, they get it to Bailey, who brings it back up the floor. Bailey down the middle, high off the glass, no good, gets her own rebound, kicks it back outside as she got it to May, and May hit it from the elbow.
Yeah, she was in the right place at the right time. Easy open shot. Everybody else was facing the basket, looking for the rebound.
So Minico gets on the board first. They lead 2-0. Kick it back outside. Now inside in the paint goes to Nelson, back down low. Marlowe has her shot blocked as she tried to turn and go up. As we have a foul reaching in for the ball, as that's going to go on Harris.
Yeah, Briley is very aggressive, and she was right up, bodied right up against her, but her arms were swatting around on the pass, so they called a foul.
So 2-0 here in the first. Dan Hubbard along with John Slaughter here at Preston Gym. John Beverly back in the studio, our studio coordinator tonight, back at KACH. Stroud with her shot. That's no good. Ellie Nelson has the rebound inside. A pass is taken away by Stroud. Wants to drive again. Goes around Harris. Layup is in.
Yeah, Minico's off to a great start here. Easy baskets. The last two shots been easy baskets for him.
Comes to Nelson back up in the front court here for the Indians. As they kick it back outside. Back to Marlowe. As it comes to Romney. As she tries to drive, loses it there again. And now they overrun the ball while just looking at it, laying loose in the backcourt. Harris and a member of the Lady Spartans dive on the ball, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Minico.
Yeah, Minico's player pulled it out of bounds. I didn't see the number. I believe it was number 15. But she rolled out of bounds with the ball. So
that would be Gomez. And Preston still looking for their first points. Just over 3 minutes into the game. 4-0. Minico on top here in the first quarter. As again, Romney turns the corner, looks down the baseline, gets it off to Keller. Dottie down the middle, strong to the bucket, foul as she goes.
She had a good look at the basket, drove in, put it up with her left hand, but it just went off too hard off the back of the iron and came back down.
Foul's going to go on Kennel Wageman. That'll be her first. One team foul apiece, and now Dottie Keller to the free throw line. As her first shot needs a bounce, won't get it.
Cellophane over the basket for the Indians so far. I think they're 0 for 6 right now.
As Keller will try another. And that one does go in. So Preston does get on the board as it's 4-1. 4.5 to play here in quarter number one. As they force the ball inside, Keller steps in to knock it away, and then hustling up the floor as Harris tries to keep it in play but can't as it goes into the Minico bench. As it goes back to the Spartans. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Nelson had a hard time getting that ball out to her and misled her a little bit.
In the corner, Wageman gets it back outside as it comes to hit. Back to Wageman in the corner. Now back down low as that shot goes off the bottom of the iron. No good. Taken away by the Indians, but trying to get it out of the backcourt. They'll travel with it. So the turnover in the backcourt, trying to go back the other way.
Yeah, Keller couldn't get the pass off. She took that extra step while she was lifting the ball up to pass it. Took that extra step.
Jacoby May back into the game. Has 2 of the 4 points so far. Oh, nice pass down low as the pass goes to Wageman for the easy layup, and it's 6-1. Up in the front court, Keller gets it back. There's a three-pointer put up as that is Wakely able to nail the three.
She shot a lot underneath the basket last year. That was good for her for a three-point shot.
Back outside from the left corner. That's no good. Rebound goes right through the hands of a Minico player as it comes to Harris in the front court. Wakely with a layup. quick 5 points by Taylor Wakely, and we're tied at 6 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. As a reach in. As a foul will go on Dottie Keller. J.C. Stroud drove right up to her and stopped and really just kind of held the ball right down in front of her there, but Keller got called for the reach in.
Yeah. And I don't mind that call. It was pretty good defense by Dottie, but I hope they call it both ways.
Gomez to bring it in. Gets it into Stroud right in front of the Preston bench. They double team her, try to take the ball away. They'll tie it up, and Preston will get the ball this time. So the held ball goes back to the Indians as they look for their first lead of the night. As we're tied at 6 here in the first quarter. As it comes into Harris. Harris to Wakely, back to Harris, across the timeline. Harris pulls up for a 3. That's just a little short as Macy Knapp just into the game, hustles for the rebound, and they hold her, trying to turn and go back the other way.
And that's great hustle by Macy that time. She came from the center on the side of the key and come out and grab that long rebound. So great hustle by Macy.
Foul's going to go on Haley Dayton, number 11. That's her first. Now 2 on each team here in the quarter. Good bounce pass down low as Wakely tried to get it. Reached down, and now they tie it up again, and the ball's going to go back over to Minico.
That's like the 4th or 5th tie up already in this game.
2:52 to play, 6-6 tie on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard as Minico brings it back up into the front court. As they try to pass it, however, Wakely got a hand on it. Ball still loose, still bouncing around, and finally it's Romney to control it for the Indians. To Harris, back up in the front court. Wants to come right. Stops the free throw line extended. Back to Romney. Driving, left-hand layup. That's no good. Taps to keep it alive, and does keep it alive as they work it all the way back around to Harris again on the right side. Down, tries to go baseline, touched, and it should be going back to the Indians, and it will. Kind of surprised they didn't call that a kick on Wakely.
Yeah, the Haley Dayton kind of jumped for the ball out of bounds and had her foot on the line.
They get it in as it comes in down low to Keller for the easy layup. Keller's got 3, and Preston has their first lead of the night at 8-6. And Minico wants a timeout with 2:07 to play here in quarter number 1. First quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Cache Valley Bank here on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In today's world, you need a bank that moves as fast as you move. A bank where personal relationships are still the norm and where your life, your business, and your needs come first. That's what you'll find at Cache Valley Bank. With locations in southern Idaho and throughout Utah, Cache Valley Bank offers you the personalized service of a hometown bank with the resources and capacities of a large bank. Visit Cache Valley Bank today. Let us help you build the financial network you need. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC.
So Preston on top 8-6, and John earlier today got a chance to swing by the boys' practice as they're getting ready for their opening night game 2 weeks from tonight. And the boys are looking good and looking tall. They're going to be tough to compete with.
Yeah, this is probably the first year we've started 5 guys over 6 foot, so it's going to be a good year, and they still have their speed and jumpers. So, yeah, I think they've got the mechanical part of the game that should be a lot easier for them this year.
1:59 to play here in the first. As they get it in, as it comes to Stroud, driving down the left side, stops. Harris right inside her pocket. Now gets it back outside to Gomez, who brings it back out top. Back to Stroud in front of the Preston bench. Free throw line extended left. Wants to drive through the key. Scoop shot. Good. Heck of a play.
Yeah, she drove right around Macy and put it up underneath her arms. Nice roll.
So we're tied at 8 now, and the whistle coming back up the floor the other way. As that's going to be on Haley Dayton. That's going to be her second here quickly here in the first quarter. She's going to have to come out. So Dayton comes back to the bench. Preston has the ball, comes into Harris in the backcourt. Harris Back up in the front court. Boy, that just kind of opens up for all the way to the basket. Can't make the layup. Knapp with the rebound, and she's fouled trying to go back up.
Yeah, Brightley's got her. She's not afraid to drive that to the lane, through the lane, but boy, she's just got to work on putting that ball up off the glass.
Back up in the
rim.
front court.
There's
another look at it. Just kind of opens up for all the way to the basket. Can't make the layup. Knapp with the rebound, and she's fouled trying to go back up. Back a little bit as she put off the bottom of the rim. We have a player down here for Minico as the training staff for the Indians come out to look at her with 1:24 to play here in the quarter. While they're checking on her, let's take a quick break. Back for 30 seconds after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Make the best deal you can. When it's time to buy or sell commercial or residential real estate, it's important to have Elisa Benson on your team. She is helpful, knowledgeable, honest, friendly, hardworking, and results-oriented. As a graduate of Preston High School, Elisa understands the real estate markets in Idaho and Utah. Call Elisa Benson today, North Realty Idaho and North Realty Utah. Elisa Benson, your proactive, trusted advisor.
So Caitlin Blazer was the injured player. It looked like she wouldn't be able to put a whole lot of weight on an ankle, but being helped over to the sideline. And Macy Knapp at the free throw line misses the first free throw. So we stay tied at 8-8 with 1:24 to play here in the quarter.
Kenley Wageman came in for her since she's on the bench getting her ankle taken a look at.
Knapp misses them both, and the rebound's off to the Lady Spartans, quickly back up into the front court. They whip it back down low. So it comes to May. May down to the blocks, kicks it back outside. Stroud, her shot no good. Down deep inside, it's Gomez. She puts it up. That's no good as the rebound taken away there by Keller. They get it up in the front court with a minute left in the quarter. Off the glass by Romney is no good. Harris gets the rebound. Back outside. Mackley White in her first shot. That doesn't draw iron. As again the ball loose in the backcourt. Look out as Romney throws a pretty good block but then can't control it. Here come the Spartans back the other way. Three-pointer by Gomez is an air ball picked out of mid-air, and once again it's Stroud to able to put it back in. She has 6 of the 10 points.
Yeah, the Indians, they need to box out a little better. They're letting them come in and get those rebounds. They need to box out. Once they see that shot go up, they need to turn towards the basket and box out.
Romney back out top, spins the ball backwards, gets it back, throws it down low. Harris can't get to it. Bounces off her as we picked up again here as the Lady Spartans have it with 9 seconds to go here in the quarter. They walk the ball back up into the front court. Over on the right side, it goes down into the corner with 2, with 1. They don't know the clock. They've got the shot off, but it's going to be after the clock, and it's not going to matter anyway. So it's 10-8 Minico after the first quarter here tonight. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll go to quarter number 2 right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston in Sports on KACH.
Hi, I am Dr. Chelsea Morrison, the Primary Care Medical Director at Franklin County Medical Center. I'm here to tell you that one of the most important things you should do each year is see your doctor. A yearly checkup is a small way to prevent large health problems from happening. It is also an opportunity to get support for you and your family's health goals. Everyone, young or old, should have an annual wellness check, and chances are your insurance plan will cover it. Call to schedule your annual wellness checkup today.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
Markey.
So Preston trails 10-8 as we go to quarter number 2. And remind you, for find out what's happening at the Worm Creek, check out their website. You will find tickets, showtimes, and future events. You can find it all at wormcreek.org. So Preston has the ball to start the quarter. Taylor Wakely up into the front court. Gives it to Keller. Dottie drives, gets stopped at the free throw line, kick it back in the left corner. Now it comes to White. Mackley back across the top of the key, looks to get it off to someone. Back down low as it goes off. That's Whiteley, has her shot blocked going up, and the ball comes back over again to the Spartans. Back up into the front court. Gomez over on the right side, free throw line extended, bounces the ball down onto the baseline. Back to Gomez again. Gomez will bounce it inside as it comes to May. She'll try to spin, look inside. Her pass is deflected. Comes to Keller as Keller ends up with the ball, but then rolls back on her back, then puts her feet back on the floor, and that's the traveling violation.
Right.
So here's Lexi Hitt to bring it in. Hold on. This is one of our officials. They want to get together and talk here for a moment. They reset the clock, the shot clock. Now they come back and they say, well, they want to have it set to 28 seconds, which doesn't make sense because how can it be a traveling violation on Keller and not be a change of possession, right?
Well, it was a traveling, but it is a change of possession.
So 35 is correct.
Oh, but not a possession not on the clock. They don't.
Right.
That doesn't change possession.
So they lob it inside, nobody there, and Mackley White intercepts it. Tries to get it ahead to Whiteley. Whiteley drives, and then they run into each other, and the ball goes out of bounds, and this will be a foul on Carissa Whiteley, who ran into the Minico player from behind and knocked her down.
Well, she turned back to look for the pass. The pass was already past her, and then she ran right into the one that the Minico player that grabbed the ball. So
10-8 Minico on the Flying S Tile and Escrow scoreboard. Not quite a minute into quarter number 2. As they drive, they'll get it back to Gomez. Gomez across the top of the key over on the right side, driving the baseline. And they got a holding foul.
Wakely.
That's going to go
Keller.
On Dottie Keller, they'll call it on. And that's her second 2 team fouls against the Indians here in the quarter. Hit to bring it in. Bounces it to May in the corner. Back outside, it comes to Bailey. Back in the corner, back to Hit again. Out of the corner, back to Bailey for 3. That's an air ball. And nice job by White to screen everybody off and make sure the ball goes out of bounds instead of being able to try to play it back in.
Yeah, it's a good possession for him. A good way to get it to turn over.
Tonight's game brought to you by Stokes Market. True value with the freshest meat and produce you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. As the pass by Wakely is intercepted, tried to get it ahead. It comes to Gomez, has her shot blocked. They save it back on the floor. Back outside to May. Top of the key. He doesn't shoot that, and instead she'll throw it into the second row of the stands.
Yeah, May wasn't looking very. Was it May or Salinas? I can't tell what the number is there. 32 was May. Jacoby May.
Gomez leaves as J.C. Stroud comes back onto the floor. 6-2. Look out as she reaches in and ends up hitting Taylor Wakely right across the jaw. Wakely went down like she got hit by Mike Tyson. So the foul on the reach-in by Stroud is her first. Some reach-in. That's a pretty good left jab.
Yeah, it was.
Comes into Harris in the backcourt. Takes a second to look back at the coach. Now gets it back across the timeline. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Goes over. Marlowe from the left corner. Air ball. Inside, it's Nelson with the rebound and tries to go back up, and she's fouled.
Yeah, she drew Kenley Wageman right into her. Good position and good shot by.
Goes over.
Nelson.
Marlowe from the left corner. Air ball. The rebound down low. Inside, it's Nelson with the rebound and tries to go back up, and she draws the foul. As Nelson at the free throw line. And the first one needs a bounce, won't get it. Ellie, who had 7 points in the game against Filer, and the way her year went last year, she's just happy to be on the floor playing. She had that disc problem in her lower back, costed her most of the volleyball season, most of the basketball season, but she's back now and healthy, and she misses the second free throw. As the rebound by Stroud back up into the front court. Down low, Bailey on the block, lost it. Gets it back outside as he comes back to Stroud, top of the key. Turn, give it to May. In the paint, can't get a shot, and they're going to call that a
held ball.
A held ball.
Jump ball.
So it's going to stay with Minico. They'll bring it in baseline underneath their own basket. 5:57 to play. 10-8. Neither team has scored here in the second quarter so far. So we're still at 10-8 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Hit. Gives it back to Stroud. Wants to direct traffic. Goes the opposite way of the screen. High off the glass. Won't go down. And it's Brightly Harris who takes it into the corner. And then they throw it away right down low. And an easy layup for the player standing under the basket was Dayton for her first 2 points, and it's 12-8.
Yeah, she was in the right place at the right time right there. Nobody around her, easy basket. She'll never find one easier.
Yeah, she's standing there going, oh, look what I got. Where'd this come from? As we'll have a timeout on the floor with 5:31 to play as Minico leads 12-8 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Quarter number 2 brought to you by Yardmaster. We're back right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
100% guarantee is a good thing, and that's what you get when you hire the professionals at Yardmaster Services. We help you get the yard of your dream with custom fertilization for grass, trees, and shrubs, spraying for weeds, and lawn aeration. We also help keep your sprinkler system in top shape with turn-on and turn-off services, including winterization and small repairs. We even eliminate the bugs in the lawn and around the house. Yardmaster, serving commercial and residential customers. Call Yardmaster Services today for a free quote.
And tonight's game brought to you by Cache Valley Bank. Whether it's your life, your needs, your business, they all come first. With locations in southern Idaho and throughout Utah, they're here to serve you. Cache Valley Bank. And by Ready. Ready Support Services. If you're interested in joining their team, look them up online at readyusa.com. We are ready. So Preston retains possession. They have it underneath their own basket in the front court. Down by 4. Here in quarter number 2, not quite halfway through as it comes into Harris in the right corner. Throw it inside to Nelson. Had it poked away. Good defense from behind by May, and they take the ball away. Here comes Stroud back up into the front court. Top of the key, comes around the screen, set by May. Tried to give it back to her on a little screen and roll, but Preston knocked it away. Then a nice play there by Ella Marlowe to knock that pass out of bounds.
Yeah, Marlowe saw that telegraph pass. Basically, she was able to jump in front of the intended, I'm going to call it receiver.
5:12 remaining here in quarter number 2. Brought to you by Yardmaster. Stroud straight away holds it there as Wakely tries to poke it away a couple of times. Now Stroud wants to drive all the way, and a foul going to go on Nelson. As they say, she got her across the top of the head going to the basket. Ellie Nelson draws her first. That's 3 on the Indians now here in the second quarter, not quite halfway through. So here's J.C. Stroud at the free throw line as she makes the first.
Yeah, the Indians have gone cold on their shooting. They're not getting the ball to the basket like they'd like to. The Spartans are playing great defense.
Stroud back to the line again. Second one is short. And foul over the back as Dayton trying to go for the rebound. Goes over the back, and I have her with 3. If they called it on.
They called it on 11.
11, yeah, that should be 3 on her. She was going to go off.
Yeah.
So that should be 3 team fouls on the Spartans here in the quarter as well. As they get it down low, as it comes to Knapp. Her little short jumper is no good. Tapped out of bounds. It'll stay with Minico.
We just can't seem to get the ball over the rim tonight.
So 13-8, Minico leading here in the second quarter. As it comes to Stroud, tries to go into the corner. That's touched by the Indians as it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Spartans. Stroud to bring it in right in front of the Preston bench. As he brings it back out top, hit across the top of the key. Back outside to Bailey. Bailey wants to drive, gives it to May. 17-footer, no good. Rebound inside. Bailey up high to get it. I think she was fouled on the rebound.
I believe. Oh, no. Called it on Marlowe.
So Marlowe will draw the foul. That's the first on Ella and 4 on the Indians here in the quarter. And with 4:33 to play here in the second, Preston's out of fouls. Holding, got to get it in. And finally, they get it into May as traffic cleared out of the way. May gives it back to Stroud. A 3 is no good. Rebound inside. Good position by Romney to go up and get it. Lost it, and then Knapp able to go and pick it up. They give it to Harris. Back to Romney on the run, back up into the front court. Romney will go back to Harris. Top of the key, swing it over on the left side. As driving the baseline is Keller. That's no good. And again, the rebound chased down by Hitt over on the far side of the court. She'll give it back to Bailey, who brings it back in the front court. 4 minutes to play here in the first half. As coming to get it is Gomez. Gomez back across the top of the key, ran into Knapp. Wakely tries to dive on the floor to get it, couldn't. As nice play by Knapp coming back and knocking the ball away.
Yeah, we thought we had the steal out here, and everybody started moving to center court, and it was a good thing for Macy to get back in time to catch that, cut off that pass.
Mackley White will be back in for the Indians when the ball's dead. As it goes into the right corner. With it there is Stroud. She'll give it back to May. May tried to slip through a little crease and got knocked off balance and ended up traveling.
Yeah, that was a tough pass. She brought the ball up, grabbed it with both hands, but she couldn't get it off because she didn't have a good grip on it. So it caused her to move that extra pivot foot, take that extra step.
White and Wakely and Marlowe both go to the bench, so Preston really kind of goes small right now. Their biggest player on the court is Macy Knapp. As they lob it inside to Knapp, down at the right block, goes up off the bottom of the rim, then has it blocked from behind on the rebound as it comes back to Hitt. Hitt back up into the front court. Minico leads by 5 with 3:15 to play as the ball's poked out of bounds by Harris, and it'll stay with Minico.
Macy just had a hard time getting that shot off. She had 2 shots, but she couldn't get it up. She's too far under the basket.
Right. Comes into Bailey in the corner. 3-pointer from there is no good. Knapp's got that rebound. She'll give it off as it comes to Mackley White in the backcourt. She'll hand it to Harris on the run quickly up the floor. Goes in the left corner to Keller. Dropped it, so she had to come back out and get it as it comes back to Romney, top of the key. Wants to drive, can't get a shot. Back outside to Harris again. Harris will hold. Now try to spin, look inside with 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Back to Romney, behind the back dribble. Now back to Harris with 6, with 5. Harris again wanting to drive, and a blocking foul against Knapp on the screen. So Macy draws her first. And that's 5 fouls on the Indians here in the quarter. 2:38 to play, 13-8. Minico leads on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard here in the quarter number 2.
Low-scoring game today. You know, neither team's really doing an amazing job putting the ball in.
Yeah, for offensively, they both had pretty good nights in their first games, but so far tonight, that's just not clicking. As Hitt has it. Back over in the right corner. As tries to drive the baseline, can't. Back across the key. Swing it over into the corner to Dayton. A 3. That's no good. Good position inside by Mackley White to grab the rebound. Tries to get it back outside. Look out. As it was Dottie Keller trying to chase it down. Ran into the scorer's bench. And sitting there was Jacoby May trying to check in and about got run over.
She did get run over. I mean, it's not funny, but yeah, she got a knee right into the eye, I think, right close to the eye.
So 2:09 to play in the quarter. As it comes back into Stroud. Stroud lost it, able to pick it up, maintain her dribble, tried to go back to May, and it's last touch by Jacoby and goes out of bounds.
I'm surprised they didn't get Addie for a kick there. She kicked the ball, basically.
So 2 minutes to play here in the first half as it comes back to Harris. Preston down by 5. Their biggest margin they've trailed by so far here in the game. Harris will bounce it back over as it comes back to Romney. Whoa, look out. As it's off the offensive foul, no basket. So the offensive foul against Romney, don't count the basket. Interesting because going by, it looked like May, who just kind of reached out and shoved her.
Yeah, I thought so too. But oh, nice.
Oh, look out. White comes over and makes the block.
Great play by White to come up and time that shot perfectly and blocked it out of bounds. Great job.
Stroud came around the corner, thought she had a free walk to the basket, and White knocked it out of bounds. Hold on. Carissa Whiteley coming back in here for Preston as Mackley White will come back to the bench. Taylor Wakely's also going to come back in here now as well, as they'll get Addie Romney back off the floor. So Preston is yet to score here in the quarter. As nice play there by Keller to step in front of the ball. Knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay with Minico. So there's only been 3 points scored in the quarter, all 3 by the Lady Spartans.
Yeah, they've kind of gone on a 5-0 run on the Indians.
Try to get it in. They do as it comes in to hit from the left side. No good. As it's Keller with the rebound. Dottie quickly up the floor, gets it to Wakely, wants to drive, tries to force the pass down low, and knocked away, but Minico keeps it. As Wakely got a hand on it, couldn't control it, quickly up the floor, back to hit from the elbow. Her shot from there is no good. Knapp hustling up the floor, able to grab the rebound with 1:05 to play in the quarter. Harris back up into the front court for the Indians as she goes to Keller off her hands and out of bounds.
That was a tough charge to try and take there. She released the ball. Brightly released the ball long before the contact, but yeah, they didn't call anything.
Under a minute now to play here in the first half. Stroud back up in the front court. Gives it off to Hit. Gets cut off as he tries to drive to the basket. Bounces it back outside. It's May, and it goes off her hands and out of bounds. Ball comes back over to the Indians with 47 seconds left in the half.
The Indians really need a basket here within this next 45 seconds.
13-8. You're right, absolutely. Need to get something on the scoreboard here in the second quarter. Keller down low. Knapp. Her shot no good. Back off the glass and in.
There, she got her second shot up to go over and in.
So Macy gets her first 2 points of the game. In fact, her first 2 points of the season. She drew a goose egg the other night against Filer. Shot clock is off. 16 seconds to play here in the quarter. As it comes to Hit to May. Back out top as it comes back to Stroud with 8, with 7, with 6. Try to get it back. Taken away by Wakely with 3, with 2, with 1. Driving and hits it at the buzzer.
Great job by Wakely right there to be able to steal that ball and get up the court in time to make the shot.
To the point where Preston, who hadn't been looking for their first points of the quarter, will go into the halftime break only trailing by 1 as it's 13-12 on the Flying S Thailand Escrow scoreboard. We'll go to the timeout as we'll come back and we'll have the Puppy Steps halftime report for you coming up right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cash back for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
You understand the importance of maintenance for your car, like a yearly tune-up. So it makes sense to give your body an annual health tune-up too by scheduling a yearly wellness visit at Franklin County Medical Center in Preston. Our physicians help with preventative care and can spot health issues before they become serious. And there's a good chance your health insurance will cover the cost. Why wait? Schedule your family's wellness visits today.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
Everyone wants a smile they can be proud of. A healthy smile can make your day brighter. At Canyon Creek Dental, Doctors Justin Carter, Thomas Hull, Heath Bateman, and Corby Dixon see patients of all ages and provide a full line of dental services, including fillings, wellness checks, braces, wisdom teeth, oral surgery, and cosmetic dentistry. Call us today to schedule an appointment in our Preston or Grace office. Canyon Creek Dental. We're here to give you a smile you can be proud of.
As the Fidels leaving the floor after another great routine, them here to start the halftime break. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Yardmasters. They can help you to get the lawn that you've always dreamed of, and it all comes with a 100% guarantee. Call Yardmaster Services at 435-755-6827 for your free quote. You know, it's funny, John, we were talking in the last minute, the 90 seconds of the half that Preston was looking for points that hadn't gotten on the scoreboard. They end up outscoring Minico by a point in the quarter and go into the halftime locker room only down by one.
Right, and, you know, that's the way they need to play. I mean, play with urgency like they did in the last minute or so of that game, or the first half. And then, you know, just the thing of it is, and I know it sounds cliche, but, yeah, they've got to score more points. You know, they're both teams are really low. For a halftime score of 12-13 is really low for both teams, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. They've both had plenty of opportunities, but either can't get the shots to go down. Like in Preston's case, several times they've been too far into the basket and the shots have gone off the bottom side of the rim. So it's just finding their proper shooting range, I think, is also a big part of it.
But, you know, I'm gonna give a little bit of credit to Minico's defense. They are boxing them out. They are getting underneath and stopping them from going, you know, anywhere from underneath. They're crowding the basket for rebounds quite heavily. And the Indians are spread out a little bit on their offense.
Right.
Not getting the offensive boards.
Not a lot of points scored, but we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll look at the stat sheet and talk about what points were scored in the first half. We'll do that as we continue right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In today's world, you need a bank that moves as fast as you move. A bank where personal relationships are still the norm and where your life, your business, and your needs come first. That's what you'll find at Cache Valley Bank. With locations in southern Idaho and throughout Utah, Cache Valley Bank offers you the personalized service of a hometown bank with the resources and capacities of a large bank. Visit Cache Valley Bank today. Let us help you build the financial network you need. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
When you're hungry for a delicious burger, roast beef sandwich, and an ice-cold soda, stop at Papa J's Deli in Clifton, Idaho. You'll get an amazing meal at an affordable price, and you'll enjoy great conversation. Papa J's is famous for the best beef jerky, but you'll also find a delicious menu, a friendly staff, great snacks, and good friends at Papa J's Deli. Stop in today to satisfy your hunger. Papa J's, 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
In a world that's full of unknowns, you don't have to worry about whether or not your insurance has got you covered when life throws you a curveball. If your coverage is with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston, offering policies from auto to home, farm and ranch to crop insurance, and business to life insurance. The Smith Insurance Agency does it all. No matter what challenges life brings, you're not alone. Make sure you've got the right coverage in the right areas of your life. Schedule a free insurance review today with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston.
All right, John, one of the other big things that will be key to the second half is if Caitlin Blazer, the big center for Minico, can go or not. Looked like she maybe twisted an ankle there in the second quarter.
Yeah, I just saw Dave take a brace over to her to put on that ankle. They're going to tape it, put that brace on there, and we'll see if she can come back. We wish her the best. We never like to see any of these players get hurt.
Absolutely
not.
And
go down hard like that.
Had 2, and Jay Stroud with 7 to lead the Lady Spartans. For the Indians, only 3 people scored in the first half. Macy Knapp with 2, Dottie Keller with 3, and Taylor Wakely had 7 in the first half. As the teams start to make their way back out of the floor, stay with us. The second half of tonight's game coming up right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
When you think of outdoor adventure, you might think of snow machines, four-wheelers, side-by-sides, motorcycles, or even cutting wood or taking care of the lawn. No matter what your definition of outdoor adventure is, always remember Ultimate Power Sports. We carry brand names like Polaris, Can-Am, Yamaha, Skidoo, Stihl, and Toro. Offering sales and service, your fun really does begin at Ultimate Power Sports. With multiple in-store financing options, we can help you have outdoor adventures right now. Stop in today, Ultimate Power Sports in Logan and Preston.
One of the things that makes Northern Title unique is the fact that we serve clients in 3 states, Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. Each state has different rules and regulations, and our experienced staff understands each unique rule, so we can facilitate closings in all 3 states. If you're buying a home in Star Valley and you want to close in Preston, it's no problem. The company logo is Good Deeds Done Daily. We are preparing Good Deeds Daily, but it's more than that. We really are trying to serve the community in a good way. Northern Title, Good Deeds Done Daily. Visit us today.
Go Preston!
All right, the Indians have the ball to start the second half. As they get it down low to Nelson, rolls it in, and Preston has the lead.
Took all the rim, but it went in. A nice layup and inside pass by Romney to Nelson.
Ellie with her first 2 points of the game. Preston back on top. And now as Harris hustles to the ball, ties it up, but it's going to go back over to Minico on the alternating possession rule.
Yeah, Stroud must be a farm girl. Boy, she took Brindley.
She just kind of
and just threw her down.
Just kind of flung her around like a Raggedy Ann. So they'll bring it in as they get it in here to Stroud. Stroud dribbling against Romney. Looks down the left side and tries to go to the basket and knocked away from behind.
Quick hands by Brightly that time. to knock that ball out of bounds.
14-13, Preston leading. The pass comes in down low to Wegman. Can't make the first shot. Second one's wild. Third one comes loose. Comes back to Stroud from 16 straight away. That needs a bounce. Won't get it. It's still loose as May able to chase it down, and it ends up in the Minico bench, and it'll come back over to the Indians. Hold on, as Preston was off and running, trying to go the other way. The referee said, hold on a second. Let me check that ball here first. So here comes the Indians back up into the front court. They were off and running. Marlowe back across the top of the key. Looks to get it back inside in the corner. It goes to Wakely. Almost traveled. Didn't call anything. And back out top to Harris again. Back over to Wakely. Looks at a three. No good. Inside. Good rebound down low. As it was Romney who missed the layup from down low and then ended up being knocked out of bounds by the Indians.
Yeah, Nelson had a good chance for rebound, but she couldn't quite get her second hand up on the ball.
Dottie Keller back into the game as Ella Marlowe goes back to the bench. A minute and 15 seconds into the quarter. As Wakely, the good defensive play, and they will knock it away. Then Harris deflects the pass to Keller. Now back to Harris. Drives on May. Nice little layoff pass to Keller. But I should say to Romney, but she couldn't control it.
Yeah, she was just a half step behind that pass, and with another step on there, half a step, she would have had an easy layup.
Stroud gets it back up into the front court here for the Spartans. Throws it over to May, top of the key. Holding there, watching all the cutters go through. Now she's going to put it to the floor, kick it off in the corner. Three-pointer from the corner. That's put up by Bailey. That's no good. Rebound comes off as Keller has it again for the Indians. Back down low. Saved on the floor by Romney. Try to get it back to Harris. And then a tie-up, and that ball's going to stay with Preston this time.
That would have been the same, too, on that tie-up again. And Brantley says, I'm not letting you throw me this time.
Tonight's game brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care that you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. They get it in as it comes to Romney. Romney back out top to Harris. Free throw line extended left. Back across the top of the key. Cutting to come and get it is Nelson. Back outside, short. Two-pointer. Short by it, and the shot by Keller. As the rebound comes off to Hit. Hit trapped in the backcourt. She's got to do something with it as she lobs it forward, but Wakely steps in front of it. Here come the Indians back 2-on-3 as it comes back to Harris. And Harris wants to drive in a blocking foul here against Stroud.
Yeah, Stroud had no chance. The only way she could have defended that was to foul her, reach in and foul her, because Brightly had a great break on the ball.
That's her second first-team foul against Minico here in this third quarter. As it comes in out top to Keller. Keller wants to drive, and they reach in and foul her as well, but that's going to be on the floor.
I think that's on May.
Nope, they're going to go and call it on Lexi Hit instead. That's her first.
I thought she was in the corner.
So
my eyes are getting old.
That's two team fouls quickly. As again, it'll be Wakely to bring it in. As it comes into Harris, back out top to Nelson. Swinging on the left side. It's Romney for three is good.
That's the Addie Romney that should be shooting out there. She's finally got one to go in, and I think her confidence will come up a long ways now.
So Preston now leads by 4 as it's 17-13. As the ball back down low again, knocked away. As Nelson tried to start the break, but threw it just a little bit too far out in front of Romney and out of bounds.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I was just going to say that panic pass is what's happening on these gals. They're just panicking just a little bit too much rather than controlling it.
17-13 on the Flying S Thailand Escrow scoreboard here in the third quarter. The Indians lead. As the three-pointer put up here again by Stroud was no good. Preston with a rebound. Here comes Harris zigzagging her way up into the front court. Gets it over down low as it comes back to Keller again. That layup's no good. Rebound tapped back to Stroud as we race back the other direction, back up into the front court. Stroud again from the top of the key. Three-pointer, no. Long bounce comes back out to Harris. She clears it out to Romney. Romney along with Keller, and the nice running layup on the 2-on-1. And Preston now leads 19-13.
That was a great no-look pass by Romney. She saw her out of the corner of her eye made a great pass on that. Great play by Romney.
Timeout again taken by Minico with 4:33 to play here in quarter number 3, 19-13. Preston leads on the Flying S Thailand Escrow scoreboard right back after this timeout.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston. 4:33 remaining here in the third quarter. Dan Hubbard along with
what's my name?
what is your name? I forget.
Just don't call me late for dinner.
There you go. As the ball knocked out of bounds, it'll come back over to the Indians. John Slaughter with me here at courtside. John Beverly back in the studio as our studio engineer, as Carissa Whiteley comes back onto the floor, as Ellie Marlowe, Brightly Harris heads to the bench. Back up in the front court. Oh, nice pass, back down low. Whiteley can't get it to go down. Great pass by Knapp for the layup, but it wouldn't go down. Here comes Minico back up into the front court. Bailey back over here on the right side, free throw line extended. It comes to May. Back to Stroud. Stroud dribbles into a double team, gives it back to May from the right elbow. That's no good. May have been blocked partially by Wakely as they bring it back up on the floor. Well, Wakely able to corral the pass, rolls through a couple of pairs of legs, comes out for a three-pointer by Keller. That's no good. And again, Bailey will hustle it back up the floor here for Minico. Back to May. All over in the corner. All by herself is Gomez and hits the three.
Yeah, and that was a pretty shot. Nice shot from the corner. No backboard, nothing but net.
So 19-16 as Preston now gets a little sloppy with the ball here and throws it out of bounds, trying to get it back up the floor. And we'll have a timeout here again. This time, I believe, called by the Indians with 3:22 to play here in quarter number 3. 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. Back with more right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
100% guarantee is a good thing, and that's what you get when you hire the professionals at Yardmaster Services. We help you get the yard of your dream with custom fertilization for grass, trees, and shrubs, spraying for weeds, and lawn aeration. We also help keep your sprinkler system in top shape with turn-on and turn-off services, including winterization and small repairs. We even eliminate the bugs in the lawn and around the house. Yardmaster, serving commercial and residential customers. Call Yardmaster Services today for a free quote.
KACH.
All right, the lead for the Indians has shrunk down to 3 now with 3:20 to play here in quarter number 3. Stroud back up in the front court. Oh, poked away by Harris. Picked up by White, and Mackley goes to takes it all the way to the layup and gets fouled going up.
Yeah, Lexi hit. It was kind of one of those fouls, foul her or give her an easy 2, make her earn them at the free throw line. Wasn't technically intentional. She was going for the ball, but it was a necessary foul.
So that's 2 fouls now on hit, 3 on Minico in the quarter, as Preston has not had a whistle against them yet here in the quarter, as the free throw by Mackley White is good. White, who had 4 points the other night against Filer, was a mainstay on the volleyball team this year for the Indians. And the sophomore still has a couple of more big years left in her as she misses the second free throw and taken away as it comes to Harris. Try to get it back to White as White and her defender, I believe that's Gomez, got kind of locked up.
It's going to be on White.
Carissa White draws the foul. That's her second. First team foul of the quarter against the Indians. 3:05 to play. It's now 20-16. 4-point lead for the Indians. Here's Stroud in the front court. Kick it all the way over in the corner. A three-pointer from the left side this time is good again as it's Gomez to drill another one.
She's heating up a little bit from that 3-point line, so we're going to have to put somebody out on her.
So it's 20-19 now. The lead has shrunk down to 1. Keller drives the baseline, gets cut off, double team, comes to Harris, her 3, good.
Harris says, you can do it, I can do it too.
Brightly drills the 3, and it's 23-19. Preston again has the lead. As a tie up the ball in the backcourt, that's going to stay with Minico. So the 4-point lead for the Indians now on the Flying S Thailand Escrow scoreboard. They'll bring it in right in front of us. As hit. Trying to get it in. Now throws it to nobody. And it's taken away by Keller. 2-on-2. Keller kind of shoves Claire out of the way to make room. And ended up hitting the shot.
Yeah.
That's an interesting play.
Give me some room here. Good job by Wakely.
25-19. The lead grows to 6
Nelson.
again. As again, White takes it away and a holding foul. This is probably against Hit. It will be. That's 3 on her, 4 on the team. As Preston will have the ball back again with 2:11 to play here in quarter number 3. Third quarter tonight brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Go in where you'll be treated like a friend at 17 South State Street in Preston. Mackley gets it into Harris. Free throw line extended right to Keller. Down low. Oh, nice pass.
Yes.
Ellie Nelson with the easy layup.
Yeah, Nelson was right in the right spot, had an easy turnaround, hit it off the glass.
Biggest lead of the night for the Indians at 8 at 27-19 and a reach-in foul against Mackley White. Her first, team second. As the ball will come in right in front of the Minico bench with 1:53 remaining here in the third. As Stroud kind of swinging her elbows around, trying to make operating room for herself. As May forces the pass inside, knocked away by the Indians.
Yeah, May threw that cross court basically from underneath the basket, and it kind of went off of a Preston player.
Gomez will bring it in from underneath her own basket. Bounces it in to May. Now, nice pass to Stroud, cutting to the basket for the layup. Stroud's got 9, and it's 27-21. As it comes to Keller up in the front court. Pulls up for about a 12-footer. No. Harris with an acrobatic rebound. Can't get the rebound shot to go in.
Yeah, I think she tried to put that up before she even came down onto the ground. Just kind of windmilled it up over the rim.
Yep, absolutely. But she will go to the free throw line. Gomez with the foul. That's her first. Team's 5th. So Minico's out of fouls with $1:35 to play here in the quarter. The first shot is no good. Tonight's game brought to you by Canyon Creek Dental with offices in Preston and in Grace. They're here to give you a smile that you'll be proud of. They are Canyon Creek Dental. Harris will try the second. That one needs a bounce and gets it. So Brindley has 4, and it's 28-21 on the Flying S Thailand Escrow scoreboard. Over on the left side, taken there by Bailey. Class court pass intercepted as White steps in. She's got another takeaway. Left-hand layup, no. And it's going to be tapped by May, and it's going to go out of bounds. Back to the Indians. And it was May. Who was that big girl in the middle? That's Wageman rather. So Preston keeps it either way. Comes in on the right side. Back outside. White for 3. No good. Keller with the rebound from the left block. Turnaround jumper, yes.
Nice one. Right up over the rim. She's about a 6-foot jumper.
Keller's got 9, and it's 30-21 now with 1:05 to play in the quarter. Stroud kicks it back outside. Nice save to keep it from going out of bounds. It goes to Bailey, and she can't get the shot up.
It was a good foul by Nelson, but the thing of it is that was a great pass inside. Should have been an easy shot without the foul.
That's 2 on Ellie, 3 on the team. And going to the free throw line is Ella Bailey, looking for her first points of the game. As the sophomore's first free throw is no good. Here comes the second attempt. And the second one, again, no good. So Preston has the ball back with 55 seconds to play in the quarter. Keller up in the front court, comes to Harris. They double-team the ball as Gomez takes over the defense. Right on top of Harris, gives it back to Keller at the top of the key. Keller driving, kick it back outside. White for three, no. As hustling to get it is Nelson for the rebound, put it back up. That spins off as Brightly Harris touched it, but it's going to stay with the Indians with 33 seconds left in the quarter.
Yeah, Wageman kind of had her hand around it and knocked it out.
Taylor Wakely back in. Brightly Harris will come to the bench with 33 seconds left. As it comes into Marlowe, right down underneath at the right block. That's no good. As she dives on it to try to get it back. Gomez tries to rip it loose, but it's going to be a held ball, and once again it'll stay with the Indians with 28 seconds left. Lexi Hitt's going to come back in as they'll get Bailey out. As Preston trying to extend the 9-point lead to double digits before the end of the quarter. As it comes into White. And White's going to be held there as the foul will go against Gomez. And that should be free throws. That's 1-1. So it's going to send Mackley White to the free throw line to shoot a pair of free throws. As that'll be the 6th team foul against the Spartans in the quarter. As the first one by White spins in and out. Today's game brought to you by Rocky Mountain Power WattSmart Homes. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy-efficient upgrades made around your house. Find out how you can do that and by logging on to wattsmarthomes.com today. So White misses both free throws. Here's Stroud back up in the front court and a reach in by Wakely.
Yeah, she's trying to play good defense. Wakely had a good shot at turning it, and then she turned her on, got her on.
That's the first against Taylor, 4th against the Indians in the quarter. Clock down now under 10 with 8-7. The ball comes in the right corner. They get it back out, swing it back in the quarter again. Gomez, who's hit 2 threes in the last couple of minutes, back outside. They can't get a shot off. So Preston, who was down 1, and they end up outscoring Minico by 10 in the quarter as it's 30-21 after 3. We'll head to the 4th here on the My Local Radio Sports Network. 30-21 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard.
KACH.
One of the things that makes Northern Title unique is the fact that we serve clients in 3 states, Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. Each state has different rules and regulations, and our experienced staff understands each unique rule, so we can facilitate closings in all 3 states. If you're buying a home in Star Valley and you want to close in Preston, it's no problem. The company logo is Good Deeds Done Daily. We are preparing Good Deeds Daily, but it's more than that. We really are trying to serve the community in a good way. Northern Title, Good Deeds Done Daily. Visit us today.
Go Preston! Hi, I am Dr. Chelsea Morrison, the Primary Care Medical Director at Franklin County Medical Center. I'm here to tell you that one of the most important things you should do each year is see your doctor. A yearly checkup is a small way to prevent large health problems from happening. It is also an opportunity to get support for you and your family's health goals. Everyone, young or old, should have an annual wellness check, and chances are your insurance plan will cover it. Call to schedule your annual wellness checkup today.
All right, we'll go to the 4th quarter. Preston outscored them 18-8 in the 3rd. As we go to the 4th quarter tonight, brought to you by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. 30-21 on the Flying S Tile and Escrow scoreboard. The Indians have the lead as we play here in the 4th.
Oh, that was kind of a Macy hit that one out.
So they give the ball back to the Indians on the deflected pass. As they get it into White. White will give it back to Romney. Full court press being shown here by the Lady Spartans to try to cut into that lead. Get it back to White down the middle. Pull up jumper from 15 off the glass, won't go. Stroud quickly down to get the rebound. She'll hustle the ball back up into the front court. Preston leads by 9. That 18 points in the quarter, I believe, is their biggest of the year out of the 7 quarters they've played. Stroud back to May from the left elbow. Jumper, good. Just 4 points in the game for May, but those are 2 big ones.
Yeah, right time, right place, right time.
Full court pressure that deflects the pass thrown by Wakely, but Taylor gets it back to Knapp, who goes to the glass. That's no good. Fights it away from May. Back off the board and in.
She finally got one to go in there.
32-23. Preston's lead back to 9 again. Stroud. Crossover on Wakely. Gets cut off by Keller. Now comes around the screen set by May. Bounce it down low. Wageman gets the hoop and the foul.
Yeah, 3-point play for the Spartans out there.
So 32-25. Harris and Whiteley back in here for the Indians as White and Keller will head to the bench. And here is Keneal Wageman, the freshman, as no shot, as the lane violation against Minico. So no shot, and it remains 32-25.
Mayer thinks I couldn't tell what he said, whether it was on the side or from the foul shooter.
So Preston needs to get the ball up in the front court. They need to come and help out the ball now as Minico's showing full court press. Up in the front court, Wakely. Lob it down inside as it comes to Knapp. Wageman with the block, tops it out of bounds. It should stay with the Indians. Wageman, just a freshman, which tells you 2 things. She's got a lot of time left to spend at Minico, and there's some growing still to come in that body.
Oh, yeah. She's a force in there, too.
Wakely's shot is no good. Stroud has the rebound. 6:10 to play. Preston leading by 7 as they knock the ball away. Wakely can't get to it before it goes out of bounds.
Showed some nice speed by Wakely, man. She tapped the ball away and almost caught up to it before it went out of bounds.
Remember, next time you're at Papa J's in Clifton, check out some of their world-class jerky where you can get it there, or you can order it online at papajs.com. 6 minutes to play. 32-25, Preston leads. Ball taken away. They get it ahead to Harris. Harris with the layup. That's no good. As hustling to get the rebound down low underneath is Romney, and she gets tied up in the paint, but the ball will stay with the Indians. Ellie Nelson's going to come back in. They're going to get Macy Knapp out of there. Knapp with 4 points in the game after going scoreless the other night. As Preston ball, Wakely brings it in. Oh, nice cut by Harris, and it's blocked, but a foul.
I thought it was good defense.
I'll tell you what, let's take a look at it and see what you think. As
Preston
the
ball,
instant replay brought to you by Northern
nice
cut
Title.
by Harris, and it's blocked, but a foul. I don't know.
I thought it was good
Kinda
defense.
hard to
Maybe
tell.
she did move away. I couldn't tell, but I thought May had possession on her.
As here's the shot by Harris, and that is good. 33-25. Harris now with 5 in the game. And the free throw good again, makes it 6. 34-25, Preston's lead is 9 here in the fourth. On the Flying S Tile and Escrow scoreboard. Hit into the front court. Stroud in the right corner, looks at a 3, lets it fly, no good. Long rebound, it's Harris who had it and able to pick it up in traffic. Quickly throw it up the floor as it comes to Wakely. Wakely's going to drive, gets a bump and a foul and the basket.
Wow, she put that up with force too. That went up and just skinned off the glass and went in.
Quickly throw it up the floor as it comes to Wakely. As they get it back up the floor. Drive, gets a bump and a foul and the basket. And draws the foul.
And she even put that up off with the wrong foot.
So she'll go looking for the 3-point play.
And got it.
Wakely now with 10 in the game. 37-25, Preston on top as they lead by a dozen. Gomez, top of the key, throws it into traffic as Stroud had her shot blocked from behind. Wageman's shot, no good. Rebound comes off, picked up there by Whiteley as she gets it off to Harris. 5:05 to play as Harris slows it down, gets it across the timeline. On the left side, it comes to Wakely. Down the middle, Taylor, a wild shot, no good. Whiteley with the rebound, her shot won't go. As the rebound inside, as Whiteley will draw the foul, and Will trying to grab the rebound away.
Yeah, she came up over the top. That was a good call by the official.
That's 3 on Whiteley, 2 on each team now here in the quarter. Indians by a dozen on the Flying S Tile and Escrow scoreboard, 37-25. Gomez dribbles into a crowd. The Indians try to take it away as Wakely tied it up, but it'll stay with Minico. 4:43 left here in the fourth. Dottie Keller, Ellie Marlowe back in as Nelson comes out and Whiteley comes out. And looks like we have a timeout on the floor here as well. 4:43 to play. Preston up 37-25 on the Flying S Tile and Escrow scoreboard. Right back after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
When you're hungry for a delicious burger, roast beef sandwich, and an ice-cold soda, stop at Papa J's Deli in Clifton, Idaho. You'll get an amazing meal at an affordable price, and you'll enjoy great conversation. Papa J's is famous for the best beef jerky, but you'll also find a delicious menu, a friendly staff, great snacks, and good friends at Papa J's Deli. Stop in today to satisfy your hunger. Papa J's, 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
And tonight's game also brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area, where they do good deeds daily. Call to find out how at 208-852-5700. It's Northern Title right here in Preston. 37-25, 4:43 to play in the game. Preston's lead is 12. As they come back on the floor with Keller, Romney, Harris, Wakely, and Marlowe. It'll be Preston's ball after the timeout. Nope. And now they're saying no. As the official changes his mind, and it's going to be Minico's ball instead. Harris went over and stepped out of bounds like she was going to bring it in and just about stole it away from the official. And then they turned the ball over anyway. So a turnover on the inbounds pass. It comes back to the Indians anyway. So they get it into Wakely, up into the front court. Keller comes to meet it. Around the screen, illegal screen set by Marlowe. Marlowe smacks her hands together, and the referee looks at her like, "Why? I don't know what you're upset about. You committed the foul."
Marlowe says, "Was that a blocky foul?"
So that's the second on Ella, third on the team. As we go back and forth again, all that, only 1 second ran off the clock. Gomez into the front court as they get it back down low. Ball was deflected. Gomez able to go back and get it in the left corner. As it comes back to Wageman at the left elbow. Tries to hand it off. And does. The shot no good to May as the ball deflected back to her, but May's standing out of bounds. Go ahead.
I was going to say, with Wageman, as tall as she was, she just reached over and tapped the ball out of bounds.
It's like the old Globetrotter routine. They hand the ball to the guy from the other team as he's standing out of bounds. As May caught it and looked like she wanted to throw the pass and realized, oops, I can't do that. Harris gets back to Romney, driving outside to Keller. Comes into the key, doesn't shoot. Back outside to Wakely again. We go under 4 minutes to play here in the fourth. As it comes back outside to Harris, down low. Marlowe had it poked away and then commits a foul trying to go back and get it. And that's going to be your third on Marlowe and 4 on the team.
Ella wanted real bad to take that shot right there. She's mad at herself that she didn't step back or put the ball on the floor.
Stroud back up into the front court with 3:40 left. from the left elbow. Terminates the dribble, gives it over on the right side to May. Takes it down to the right block, back outside to Stroud. Driving down low, laid up and in.
Nice little left-handed scoop shot up.
Stroud's got 11, which bleeds all scorers in the game. 37-27. Preston's lead is 10. 3:15 to play. As Keller runs into May, and May draws the whistle. So that's 2 on May. 3 now on Minico. And the ball remains with the Indians with 3:13 left. As the inbound pass deflected and picked up there by May. May gives it to Stroud. Quickly they come back the other way. Haley Dayton has it, and she traveled. They tried to call the tie-up, but she traveled before that happened.
Right. Feet came up before they called the travel or the jump ball.
They called the travel on the Indians, so the ball's going to stay with
Right.
Minico.
Right.
Down on the post, it comes to May. Turn, face up the basket. Shot short as Wakely comes across to grab the rebound. Taylor comes back the other way with 3 minutes to play. Down low, Marlowe. Nice move down low. High off the glass and in.
Now that'll put a smile on her face. She got one to go up underneath there.
Marlowe with the basket, her first 2 points of the game, and it's 39-27. Preston scored, I believe it was 42 the other night as a foul against the Indians. That would be their 5th, as that's going to go against Marlowe. That's going to be 4 on Ella.
I believe the Lady Indians have tripled their score from halftime. So
yeah, they had 42, and they win over Filer, so they're 3 points away from equaling that. As J.C. Stroud will go back to the free throw line. Preston now out of fouls for the quarter. That was their 5th. And Ella Marlowe now with 4 as well, as the first shot by Stroud is no good. Tonight's game brought to you by our friends at Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding community since 1925. Second one by Stroud. That is good. Stroud's got a dozen, and it's 39-28. Preston's lead is 11. As Wakely back up into the front court, bounce it over to Romney. 2.5 to play. Romney directing traffic as Wakely comes to receive the pass. Drives down the left side into the left corner. Almost got fouled on the pass, but it found its way to Romney anyway. Back to Harris. Harris down low, back to Marlowe, and she's fouled from behind.
yeah, there was nothing. Who is that? Number 21.
Stroud.
J.C. Stroud. Yeah, she had to foul. That was
Found
too
its way
easy
to
a shot
Romney
for
anyway.
Marlowe.
Back to Harris. Look at it down Harris low. Down low, back to
Ella
Marlowe, and
finds
she's
herself
fouled
down
from
under the
behind.
paint. Yeah, there was nothing.
And the foul from
who
behind.
is that?
She'll go to the free throw line. Marlowe's first one is
off the side.
No good. Ella with 2 points in the game tonight. Tonight's game brought to you by Ultimate Power Sports. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at Ultimate Power Sports on State Street at the north end of the city of Preston. Second one by Marlowe. Again rattles off. Lead for the Indians stays at 11 with 2:10 to play. 39-28 on the Flying S Thailand Escrow scoreboard. Back out top to May. May comes on the right side. Free throw line extended to Dayton. Back across the top of the key, and a foul on Marlowe, who stuck her knee out and tripped Dayton, and that's going to be 5 on Ella, and she'll foul out of the game.
Oh.
But more importantly, it's free throws here.
Yeah.
That's going to send Haley Dayton to the line as they can get a little bit closer without losing any time off the clock with 1:59 left. Here's Dayton. She has 2 points in the game. And the junior's first shot is no good. Tonight's game brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and Logan. Now part of the Mountain West Auto Group. And the second one coming up here from Dayton. Again, no good. Nelson grabs the rebound. Lead stays at 11 for the Indians. 1:55 left. Romney has it on the left side. Back out top, comes back to Wakely. Comes around the screen set by Nelson. Goes down into the right corner. There's Mackley White for three, and it's good.
That was a pretty shot. Nothing but net out from that right corner.
Big shot for White. And Preston has evened where they got to point-wise against Filer with 42 as Nelson takes it away. 2-on-1. Ellie all the way. No good. Mackley goes back up, lost it. And because of that, they didn't call it a travel.
Yeah.
But coming back the other way, it's Gomez. As going down was Wakely, and the shot was no good, and the rebound underneath. It's a tie-up. It'll go back to the Indians. Yeah, Mackley White went up and lost the ball on the way up, and then caught it and tried to go back up again.
The underneath official missed that one, but that's okay.
42-28. Preston on top on the Flying S Tile and Escrow scoreboard as Cannell Wageman will come back over the bench.
All shooters in for Minico.
Now they go small and quick as it comes back to White as they put the full court press on again. Harris in the front court comes to Romney with 1:03 left. Romney trying to shield off Bailey for reaching into the ball. Comes around the screen. Lost it, but it finds its way to Harris with 17 left on the shot clock. Bounce it down low to Whiteley. Turnaround jumper in the lane. No. Preston trying to fight for the rebound. They can't get it as Bailey comes away with it with 43 seconds left. Up the floor. Stops at the free throw line. Tries to throw it back off to Bailey. And that's going to be off of her hands and go back to the Indians with 38 seconds left in the game. So Preston's going to win this. They're going to go to 2-0 on the year, and Minico's going to slip to 0-2 as they take it away, as they knocked Romney down, and the layup down low by Gomez is good, plus a foul.
Yeah, that's on White, Mackley White, but she says, you know what, I think that was a frustration foul.
Probably. Keely Gomez will go to the free throw line for one shot. The foul against White was her second, and the free throw is no good. Romney has that rebound, and then a silly foul by Stroud, trying to knock her off stride, and will draw the blocking foul, and that's going to be 5 on her. So Stroud fouls out as she heads to the bench. Stroud, who had 12 points in the game, as we'll send Addie Romney to the line now for 2. So Romney will shoot a pair of free throws. Both teams now out of fouls, as the first one's no good. Romney's got 3. She had 2 in the opener against Filer. And she's got another one coming here. That game against Filer, Preston won that game 42-26. As that second free throw is no good. The opposition is up 4 points over what they allowed in their first game. As that will go be out of bounds. It'll stay. Oh, actually, I take it back. It'll go back to the Indians right in front of the Minico bench with 21 seconds left. As they get it into Harris. Just need to get it up in the front court. Harris comes around the screen, gets knocked down, and she's going to go back to the free throw line again as Ella Bailey will draw the foul, and that'll be her first. As Harris, gets up limping just a little bit.
Gomez is smiling. She says, I'm the one that fouled her from back here. That was kind of a late whistle, I think. Or a makeup call or something.
Briley gets to the free throw line. Not sure if she was hurt or just giggling at herself for the way she went down. First free throw, no good. Briley's got 6 in the game. Tries to walk a little bit just to kind of walk things off for a second. Preston leading by a dozen. Second one is good. And that's a new high water mark for the Indians point-wise for a game as they have 43 here tonight. 43-30 on the Flying S Tile and Escrow scoreboard as May tries to straight arm Nelson to get operating room as they throw it up to the basket, and the three-pointer goes in at the buzzer.
And it was good, too. Yeah, she had that off before the clock went off.
So the three-pointer,
that was a great shot.
Three-pointer by Gomez gives her 11 in the game, and the game finishes with the Preston Indians winning by 10, 43-33 the final. So the Indians win it as they will go to 2-0 on the year. And the Minico Lady Spartans, with a tough loss here tonight, they slip to 0-2 on the season. Stay tuned. The postgame show coming up right after this.
Tonight's game was brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Rocky Mountain Power, WattSmartHomes.com, offering rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. Ready Support Services, we are ready. West Motor Company, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Franklin County Medical Center, for the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value, with the finest meat and produce in Preston. S&T Electric, it's what we do. Flying S Escrow and Title, land title protectors since 1905. Ultimate Power Sports, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at Ultimate Power Sports in Preston. Elisa Benson of North Realty, Idaho and North Realty, Utah. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Cache Valley Bank, serving Utah and southern Idaho with 21 locations. Yardmaster, keeping lawns healthy throughout the Cache Valley. Puppy Steps Training, northern Utah and southern Idaho's premier board and training facility since 2011. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, your local agents right here in Preston. Canyon Creek Dental, with 2 area locations to serve you. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, stop in downtown Preston where you will be treated like a friend. Papa J's, making world-class jerky locally right here in Clifton. Ralph's Construction, building custom homes throughout the region. Now stay tuned, the Ralph's Construction postgame show is coming right up. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap the just completed game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at what's ahead for the Preston teams. The postgame show is brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building quality designer homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. For more information, call 435-232-1837.
All right, the Indians able to pick up the win tonight over Minico by 10, 43-33, and they advance to their record to 2-0 on the year as we welcome you to the Ralph's Construction postgame show, building fine custom homes throughout the area. Call for more information at 435-232-1837. John, was like night and day the first half to the second half for the Indians.
Well, both teams were struggling shooting in the first half. I'm going with the 12. That was at 10-13 or 12-13?
It was 13-12, yes.
13-12, score at that. But they both came out and played a little bit better the second half, shot better, but still missing a lot of shots. Both teams ran the floor, did a great job of, and defense. I thought Minico's defense played very well tonight. So.
And for the Indians, when they in the second half, they started to settle down a little bit, started to get better shots. When they got the open look down low, they were able to put it in as they scored 18 in the third quarter and 13 more in the fourth to go on to the win.
Yeah, see, they tripled their first half score, in the second half, which put really this game out of reach the last 4 minutes of the game.
So Preston wins it by the score of 43-33. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and look at the numbers after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
In a world that's full of unknowns, you don't have to worry about whether or not your insurance has got you covered when life throws you a curveball. If your coverage is with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston, offering policies from auto to home, farm and ranch to crop insurance, and business to life insurance. The Smith Insurance Agency does it all. No matter what challenges life brings, you're not alone. Make sure you've got the right coverage in the right areas of your life. Schedule a free insurance review today with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston.
Make the best deal you can. When it's time to buy or sell commercial or residential real estate, it's important to have Elisa Benson on your team. She is helpful, knowledgeable, honest, friendly, hardworking, and results-oriented. As a graduate of Preston High School, Elisa understands the real estate markets in Idaho and Utah. Call Elisa Benson today, North Realty Idaho and North Realty Utah. Elisa Benson, your proactive, trusted advisor.
Thursday night, the Preston Lady Indians hit the road for the first time as they head to Burley to face the Lady Bobcats. The pregame show gets started about 7 p.m. with the opening tip slated for 7:30. Preston Sports are brought to you by Northern Title, Ready Support Services, Rocky Mountain Power, WattsmartHomes.com, Stokes Market True Value, West Motors, Franklin County Medical Center, and S&T Electric. Join us for Preston Lady Indian basketball Thursday night on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on MyLocalRadio.com, your home for Preston sports.
All right, welcome back here to the post-game show as the Indians win it 43-33. Let's check the final stats, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency at 208-852-2364. Scoring tonight for Minico, it was Lexi Hitt with no points. Ella Bailey played also but did not score. Haley Dayton with 2. Ashley Gomez finished the game with 11. It was Canella Wageman who had 4. J.C. Stroud finished with a dozen. Caitlin Blazer did not score in the game before she left with a like she turned an ankle in the first half, and then Jacoby May finished with 4. For the Preston Indians, it was Carissa Whiteley, who did not score in the game. Mackley White with 4, Macy Knapp with 4 in the game. It was Taylor Wakely who had 7, tying for the team high. Dottie Keller with with 8 in the game. I should say Dottie ends up with the team high. 2 points in the game for Ella Marlowe, 3 for Addie Romney, 7 in the game for Brightly Harris, and Ellie Nelson finished the game with 4 for the Indians, who win it by the final score of 43-33. We'll come back, get a final thought from John, tell you what's on tap for the Indians. We'll do all that as we continue right after this timeout.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
You understand the importance of maintenance for your car, like a yearly tune-up. So it makes sense to give your body an annual health tune-up too, by scheduling a yearly wellness visit at Franklin County Medical Center in Preston. Our physicians help with preventative care and can spot health issues before they become serious. And there's a good chance your health insurance will cover the cost. Why wait? Schedule your family's wellness visits today.
It's always nice to know who you're working with, especially when it comes to legal documents, loans, and title insurance tied to your home. Company-wide, Northern Title has been providing exceptional title work since 1977. In the Preston office, you work with Jan Stone, Monique Bear, Melanie Olson, Cassidy Loya, Afton Jones, and Charlie Bear. Let us answer any questions you have about title work, title insurance, and closings. We look forward to serving all of your title needs. Northern Title in Preston, Idaho. Good deeds done daily. Contact us today.
Go Preston!
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, welcome back here to the post-game show. Preston wins at 43-33. John, final thought or two out of you before we go.
Well, it took the Lady Indians a half to get under control and start playing a little bit better, both defense. But I cannot tell you how many jump balls were in that game. Both teams hustling to the ball. They went to the floor a number of times. These girls will probably need the hot tub after tonight. But I thought both teams finally started playing a little better basketball in the second half. And, good to see the Indians come out on top. Good start this year for them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I can't remember the last time they started the season with 2 straight wins.
Yep. So it's good, looks like they're having fun. I know they get their game face on there at the first half. They was struggling a little bit, but you could tell they was having a little more fun the second half, and things were going a little better for them, and that's great.
All right, our next broadcast comes up on Thursday night when the Lady Indians hit the road for the first time this year as they head to Burley to face the Lady Bobcats. The pregame show gets started around 7 with the tip-off slated for 7:30 coming up from Burley High School. And that'll wrap up our coverage here for tonight, as the executive producer of KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. The associate producer is Jace Andrews. Studio coordinator tonight has been John Beverly. And here at the Preston Gym, our stage manager was John Slaughter. Remind you of the final score once again as Preston wins it by the final of 43-33. Until next time, for John Slaughter, I'm Dan Hubbard, wishing you a very pleasant good evening and a very pleasant rest of your week as well. Until we talk to you on Thursday from Burley, Preston wins it 43-33. Have a good night.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.